I think the term falling off the wagon for people who struggle with substance use disorder should be deleted from the lexicon. No one should say that anymore. Because it completely negates the time they've spent sober, whether it's a month or a year or 5 years. It all just equalizes that as if, no longer valid. And that's harmful. Because I have seen that patient who has been sober from alcohol for X number of months or years, and then they had a drink at a bar, and it was like, while I'm off the wagon, they had that mindset of, I'm already off the wagon, might as well go full into this, or they abuse another substance, or because that was indoctrinated into them that no matter what they did, they're already off the wagon. It's all equal. And I've seen that lead to car accidents, leads to other people getting hurt. People who have been in the criminal justice or prison system, they get out, especially with opiates, right? Because the opiate supply is not the same as it was 10, 20 years ago. Heroin doesn't exist anymore. It's all fentanyl, right? And it's that old adage of complete abstinence is the only way to do proper harm reduction that deeply hurts patients and families. And usually my conversation with people, like let's say alcohol, for example, right? They come in, they drink a pint of liquor a day, which is about 8 shots, and they're interested in cutting back. That's usually how I phrase it. Because to say, hey, you've been drinking 8 shots worth of whatever the heck for the past 30 years, are you interested in going to 0 today? That is not common and should not be the expectation of the only valid way to do harm reduction. So if there's no opiates on board, if they're interested in something like Vivitrol or naltrexone, which can be a pill, it can be an injection to reduce cravings, or I'll say like, hey, if you consider just taking 1 shot in that pint and throwing it down the drain, and then you have 7, that's 1 less shot a day. That's 7 shots. That's about 1 less pint, a little less, a week. That means something. That has monetary value. That has caloric value, right? If they're having like 150 less calories of liquor a day, that's a meaningful amount if they're trying to do weight loss or other harm reduction techniques. For the same reason, I don't think it's reasonable for someone to ask me if I've considered trying a marathon tomorrow. I'm not in great shape. I don't think it's reasonable to expect someone who's been doing a habit for years and years to go from that to 0. Some people will do it, but it's not common, and that shouldn't be the default expectation. So no more wagons. I think wagons should go.